All right, so I got a few minutes just to talk. So one of the things that I kind of been, going through these past week, the reason why I said if you follow me on Snap and everything, it's like R.I.P. to my friend Mika, cause like I was going through, uh, I was going through some stuff, you know, and one of the people who I can always depend on is my friend Mika because like I could talk to her about any and all situations that I may be facing in life, whether it's a relationship, finance, business, all that stuff. And before everybody start thinking, oh, relationship. No, Chuck is still single. Chuck is still single. But I had a talk with one of my best friends, and after pouring everything out, me and her, me and her came to an agreement, and it was like, well, Chuck, it sounds like you're ready to date. And I was like, yeah, because last year when business slowed up and everything, I wasn't ready to date, because, my finances was a mess. Now that business and everything is back booming, it's like, okay, now I'm ready to date. But just because I'm ready to date, don't mean I'm looking for any and everybody. Like, my ideal person would be basically like someone who is not afraid to come and talk to me about any and everything, who doesn't shield themselves and stuff, and one who tells me, like, hey, you need to, whatever funk you're going through, look, recognize it, but keep me back on course. Because this past week I've been off course, you know, dealing with what I was dealing with. And one thing me I talked about, she was like, it's always good to have that person to confine with. And the ideal person I would like to date, it would be like, oh, back at you. Basically, someone that I could talk to, not feel like I'm walking on eggshells with. Someone who's not combative, who's not gonna not. We're gonna have differences, but we should be able to talk in a calm manner and see each other's side of the spectrum, and not act like dismissive towards each other. But we can't be afraid to communicate and come forth and talk because it'll be like a sign of weakness. Like for men, the reason why men don't open up because women see that as a sign of weakness, a sign that oh, he's not emotionally stable and stuff. And it's like that's why guys, even myself, keep things that we're feeling pent up deep inside. Is it healthy? No, it's not healthy. It's not. In fact, it could lead to stress. It could lead to eruption and all that stuff. And like with me, it's a some type of feeling a connection. I've been feeling. I don't know if it's uh, the universe or God sitting me down, telling me, preparing me for who whom the next person I encounter, because I want this to be my last relationship. So I'm very, very, I'm just being very selective. When I mean selective, like I'm just like sitting back, I'm observing, and I'm just waiting for that person for whomever it is to be led to me or to come forth and be like, okay, I like you, I want to be with you, and boom. Because all the times I came forth, I always, it didn't work out because, either they didn't understand my mission in life, what I was trying to do, or it was bad timing. Because that seems to run it. I run into a lot of that. Like, I see potential in someone, even though they may not see the potential, but it's just bad timing. They're coming out of a situation, they're not financially ready. And so this time around, I'm like, I'm going to just sit and I'm going to see who's going to step forth and be like, okay, let me try talking to him. And when that happens, it should be a natural conversation. It shouldn't be no fear involved. It shouldn't be, I'm scared to open up. It should be like, we're going to lay all the cards down on the table. That's how it should be. Um, so, yeah, um, that's just what I've been going through. It's like something is tugging me to either reach out to someone or just sit and they're preparing me like they're breaking down the guard, the high guard that I have, the nonchalant attitude that I have to just like when this person comes forth, it's like, okay, I can fully express how I feel about the individual or whomever that may be that comes forth and stuff. Because this time, I ain't gonna lie, everybody's saying this time, I'm like, yeah, I get it, but I don't want to just, I don't want to be with someone and it don't work out, or we every time we have an issue, it's oh yeah, we're breaking up. Because I'm not gonna argue, I'm not gonna raise my voice. That's one. I'm gonna listen, and I'm gonna say like, hey, if we gotta, if we're both trying to get our point across, one has to listen. So either I'm gonna listen and you explain, or I'm gonna say what I gotta say and you listen. But we both can be, talking at the same time. So I'm gonna reiterate because I don't know if y'all could have heard me because I think my volume was low. Like something in the universe is causing me to have this shift where I was like down, and I know like I could go to my friend Mika and explain every single thing to her and not be judged as a man or not seen as someone that's emotional or someone that's not emotionally stable. So now, now that she's gone, it's like I realized how instrumental she was in my journey throughout my life as a friend and stuff. Even though we never dated and stuff like that, it was just that was someone. No matter what time it was, I can call and I can talk to them. And now it's like I'm facing it by myself. And when I had a talk with my friend, my best friend was like, "Yo, you're ready to date. I could see it in your face. I could hear it in your tone. You're ready to date." And I'm just like, well, I am, but I I want this to be the last relationship. I want that happily forever after thing, I guess. But I know it's gonna be trial and error, trial and tribulations, and as long as whoever I'm with, if she doesn't give up, I'm not gonna give up because I fought for all my relationships and stuff. But I'm gonna do a part two, y'all. I'm gonna get back with y'all.